Hey y'all, it's Stacey. Welcome back to the kitchen. Today we're making a super simple holiday recipe that my grandmother has been making for as long as I can remember. Not only is it only 3 ingredients, it's no bake, and it's really, really easy. This is my 3-ingredient pecan log. Now, to start, I've got an 11-ounce box of vanilla wafer cookies. We're gonna crush these up. Now, you can throw these in a zip-top bag and crush them that way, or you can toss them right into a food processor, buzz them around and get them chopped up really quickly. All right, now we've got fine crumbs here. This is gonna be the base for our pecan log. So what I'm gonna do is I've got a large bowl here. This is just gonna go right into our bowl. Next, I've got 3½ cups of chopped pecans. Now, I know pecans can be a little expensive, but there's a few things that you can do to save a little money. Buy them already chopped. Not only are they gonna be less expensive, but you're saving yourself a step. I got these from Priester's Pecans. They're one of my favorite family-owned sources for great pecans. And to add a little extra flavor to these, I popped them in the oven at 350 degrees for about 8 to 10 minutes, just to intensify that flavor. I allowed them to cool, and they're going right into our bowl here. And for our third and final ingredient, a 14-ounce can of sweetened condensed milk. Now, you've heard me say this before. This is one of my most favorite ingredients. There's just something so delicious about some sweetened condensed milk. This is what's gonna hold our pecan log together. So into our bowl it goes. I wanna make sure we get all of that out. And then we're just gonna stir this together. I'm gonna start with a spoon, but chances are I'm gonna end up using my hands. This is really the most difficult part of this entire recipe. It's gonna take a little elbow grease, but just keep stirring. Our goal here is to get all of those cookie crumbs combined with that sweetened condensed milk. All right, we got all that nice and combined, and I was able just to do it with my spoon for here, but now we're gonna use the hands. What I've done is I've got 2 sheets of wax paper here. We're gonna roughly divide our mixture here in half. And then we're gonna form these into logs, because what's gonna happen is we're gonna form it into a log, wrap it tightly, pop it in the fridge. That's all gonna firm up, and it's gonna result in this perfectly sliceable snack that everybody in my family just loves. So I'm going to get this off here. This is one of those recipes where you're just gonna end up sticky at some point, so just know in advance. Certainly you could put gloves on, but my hands are clean, so I'm gonna use these. I'm gonna roughly divide about half of this out, put it right here in the center of my wax paper. I'm just gonna kind of press this out into a log shape. This takes a little finesse, but you can just keep reworking it. I'm gonna rinse the stickiness off my hands, and I'm gonna show you how we're gonna rework this a little. All right, so that we have a little bit better of a log shape, what I like to do is to use our wax paper here, fold over on top, and kind of use that to press this together. Because it's not gonna stick to this wax paper like it sticks to your hands. So I typically just work around it, creating that log shape. And you know, if you want to give these as gifts, you could divide it up into smaller portions. It's really just whatever you want. You could actually use that whole mixture to make one. It's just a little more manageable when we divide it into 2. Once this is a shape that I'm happy with, we're just gonna wrap this tightly in our wax paper and pop it in the fridge. It's gonna go in the fridge for at least an hour just so it firms up, and then we're gonna slice it. All right, so this has been in the fridge for about 2 hours. It just allows everything to firm up together so that we can slice it and serve it. You can see just how easy it slices, and it makes for the perfect little sweet bite with that toasted pecan and those vanilla wafers. Folks, you can find this super easy recipe, only 3 ingredients, by heading over to the website at southernbite.com and simply search for pecan log. Y'all enjoy.